All right. It's a new day, a new me again. We're a new me every day. We're a new person every day. But anyway, I was just coming to check in. I know I haven't posted a video on my personal channel, and since I started a while ago, but it's definitely time for another check in. Welcome to whoever watching this. This is just me, where I just get my thoughts out and pretty much just talk to myself. But yeah, so yesterday I made a pretty big decision for myself. I decided that I was gonna finally be myself 100%. I thought I was doing that before, but after doing more and more inner work, particularly a challenge I just went through with one of my favorite YouTubers, Aaron Dowdy, went through the New Me challenge, and I'm really taking it serious and like taking it to heart. Last year around this time, I came up with a challenge myself. It's called a 60-day identity shift challenge, and I remember doing that. And I only really got through like about 51 days. I stopped before the last week because like I felt so good up until that time. I was like, you know what? I accomplished what I came to accomplish. So I went back into the world, and eventually like kind of things got a little shaky. A few major things happened, and I kind of lost that footing again. So coming back full circle. Now I'm doing it again. It's time to do it again. It's time to like really do a second identity shift and shift even further this time, and actually stay into the vibration I was able to reach then, which was just happiness without the need for anything. But only difference here is that time I was still smoking bud, and recently I just made the major decision to quit smoking bud, like for the foreseeable. Not saying that I'll never do it again, but I just got to a point where I realized it was causing a pattern of me just being stagnant. I remember I'd always say, man, like it wasn't like how it was when I was smoking when I was younger. Like I could smoke and go out and do things, or smoke and stay in and do things, like to work on my creative stuff, or just go out in the day and have fun. But nowadays, man, like I get off work, smoke weed, and eat something, and then I just pretty much pass out until the foreseeable. Whenever I wake up, I slept past my alarm half the time, you know. But that type of thing can't happen no more. That type of thing can't happen no more. Also, social media distractions, like even like just a few hours ago, I deleted my social media apps off my phone. I'm gonna have to stay off of that for a while. I mean, that was kind of a scary thing to do because I realized in every, like everything that I want to do is gonna require a social media presence. But what it's gonna require more is the most happiest, high vibration, uh, basically like most authentic version of myself. So long story short, yeah, I'm back. It's time to focus. It's time to lock in. And I don't mean to sound all hustle culture-y, but the thing is, it's time to take action. Like, period. What we do, like actually physically do with our time, like translates directly to our physical reality. And my physical reality has been stuck in the same spot for years now, for just the simple fact that I haven't really been doing shit, at least not consistently, and I recognize that. And it's just so much of doing things I don't really want to do, or I know should be like lower on the priority list, that somehow make its way to the top, like smoking weed, or just shit like that, instead of doing the things that's actually going to propel me forward into my life. So it's just really letting that realization sink in that, wherever you are right now is the result of whatever you've been doing, whatever your vibration has been, whatever you've been thinking, acting, and feeling up until that point. You know what I'm saying? You always have the choice in a moment to become another person. But that doesn't mean that your reality is going to automatically switch right then. You know what I mean? And it takes, just like it took a consistent vibration to get you where you are, it's going to take a consistent vibration to get you where you want to be. You know, like no matter where you are in life, whether you're satisfied with it or not satisfied with it, it didn't happen that way overnight. It's a culmination of everything you were thinking, feeling, and doing up until that point. So, with me and my spiritual journey, the very first thing I started off doing was meditation. Love meditating now. I'm a full-blown meditator. And that's all great. That is great. That is a super important step of the process, because one thing I learned about actions is it matters how you feel when you're taking the action. You know, I pretty much like learned this concept from Abraham Hicks. It was like really eye-opening. It seems like really simple, right? But people take this for granted. It matters how you feel when you do shit, when you take those actions. You know, she describes it like say you're about to vacuum the floor, and it's not doing you much good. You can run your vacuum across your whole house 100 times, do all that hard work, but if the vacuum's not plugged in, you still ain't done shit. So you have to plug the vacuum in to get to the power, to get to the energy source, and then vacuum the floor, and then you can get the job done, you know? So how that relates to the physical realm is, you know, you can do all the hard work you want, but if you don't believe in yourself, if you're not actually doing it for the love of doing it, if you're not connected to your higher self, the higher energy source, you know, that's right next to no point. Or at least it's gonna take you way longer and it's gonna be way harder. You know what I mean? Like some people are like addicted to the hard way, because arguably you could sweep your whole house. I mean, it'll take you a whole lot longer. It's a whole lot more work, but eventually you get the job done. But what if you had a damn vacuum? You know? So I say all that to say, I gotta get back to plugging my vacuum in. Gotta get back to plugging myself into a higher source energy. You know, I gotta get back to like really believing in myself and not letting my circumstances dictate how I feel, or what other people do or say dictate how I feel, or how much money is in my bank account dictate how I feel. Just notice that I have control of what I feel. I can choose to think or feel however I want at any given time. As a matter of fact, I am choosing it whether I know it or not. But do you have control of that choice is the thing. So I say all that to say that, you know, I know there's so many things that I want in my life, and it's the universe just takes nothing personal for you. You know what I'm saying? The universe is nothing but love and is there for you to connect with if you want to connect with it, and if you don't, it's not going to reach out to you. You know? So it's the same thing with anything you want. It's there for you to get. You can reach out to you, and you can reach out to it, and it'll be ready for you. It's ready for you right now. You know? But it's up to you to reach out and get it. You know? It's up to you to reach out and get it. It's up to you to put yourself in the position to receive it. You know? Yeah, a better way to put that is like anything you want, as soon as you want it, it's automatically on the way to you. But what do you have in its way? Is procrastination in its way? Is self-sabotage in its way? It can't get to you through those things. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I like that. That's a better way to put it. But, yeah, so it feels good to come to that realization on my own. It feels really good to come, like, really just back to myself. Like, I've eliminated distractions, and I took it a step further and eliminated weed. And we'll see how this goes. I've been sober for a whole 2 days now. A whole 2 days. And I don't know, I've just been in kind of like a blab mood. But, you know, again, I realize I can choose what mood to be in whenever I want, you know? I'll go ahead and sit down here. I know I'm not Bugs. But Yeah, man. All right, I think that's all I pretty much came to say, other than I am doing this challenge. Anybody who come across this video, you're welcome to do it with me. I will put what you need to do in the comments when I post this video. It's actually pretty simple. I'll just tell you right now. Every day for 60 days, you have to do something that makes you stronger, do something that makes you smarter, and do something you're passionate about. And now I'm adding to do something for your business, for your financial health, for your financial health. If you're not the entrepreneur type, then if you just put $1 in your savings account every day, do something to help yourself out, to set yourself ahead financially. You know, put some money aside. I know, apply for another job. You know, even if you're in a position right now, apply for another job. Do something that can set you ahead financially every day. Because like that's really just been like the core. Like my issue here is just like this last few years has been a struggle for me to get my feet on financially, and so I realized because my entire adult life I've struggled to be on my feet financially. Like even though I get a job that paid me enough to be independent, I get to a point where I'm like, I can't do this job anymore. Like it's always been so painfully obvious to me that the 9 to 5, like the workforce culture, is not me. That shit is not me in any capacity, you know? But it's just that the things that I want to do, well, I've convinced myself take too much time to actually turn a dollar, There's people who don't understand what I'm doing, even when it comes to spirituality and stuff, even though that's like a way, that's a huge like area. And with my music, my dream has always been to be an independent rapper. I put that on the back burner for years and years. And, it's my ultimate dream, and I wonder why I'd be so depressed. And because